When we go on stage and those lights hit us and there are so many people staring at us, it's very easy for us to get nervous and start speaking very quickly and make it difficult for the audience to comprehend our message. And so we need to slow down and take a pause every once in a while. And here are 3 very, very simple ways to just do that. Hey, my name is Radeep and I love learning about effective communications and sharing those learnings with you so that you can level up your communications game as well. The very first thing, which is so not spoken about, it's to go on stage and start with a pause. When we go on stage and we just start talking, it doesn't go very well, as opposed to going on stage, absorbing the entire atmosphere, taking a breath, and then starting off our speech. It helps us start from such a more grounded space. And it's as simple as that. The next point, as we mentioned in the beginning, is to speak slow. And now you might be thinking, yeah, of course, if you need to pause, you need to speak more slowly. But here's the thing. When we go on stage and if we have nerves when we perform, even if we think that we are going slowly, we're really not. So we need to speak a notch slower than we are comfortable with. For instance, if I feel that this is a slow enough pace, I actually need to go a notch slower. Because when we're nervous, as we go along through our speech and as we forget to be a little more conscious about our pace, we might eventually go back to our default and start talking a lot faster. So to make sure that we don't do that, we have to start off from an even slower pace. Of course, we need to be reasonable about it and we shouldn't start going so slowly that the audience gets bored. But you get the point. The next point is to practice with pauses. This means understanding when to actually pause. When we artificially include pauses at relevant spaces, it'll start becoming a lot more natural to us in our day-to-day conversations as well. So when should we pause? We need to pause before giving important points or making the main claim of our statement. For instance, the best color in the world is black. That's a stupid example. We should also pause before moving from one point to another, or moving on from one story to another, or from one section of our speech to another. This unconsciously helps the audience understand that, okay, we're about to move on to another idea or another point or an arc within our presentation. We should also pause right after we ask a question, shouldn't we? And that's how we do it. We can also use something called the pop, drop, and pause method. This is a very simple way to help us modulate our voice and come across with superior delivery. It simply means popping some words up, dropping some words down, and pausing before others. So instead of just saying, the butler killed the gardener, we can instead say, the butler killed the gardener. Pop, drop, and pause. And that's about it. A few ways that help us improve our pauses so that we can speak a lot more effectively. If you have any more questions when it comes to things like public speaking or communications, we have an entire website with in-depth articles and resources dedicated just for that. So go check out franticallyspeaking.com. And if at any point you have a speech to give and you're extremely nervous about it, or are unsure about how to deliver it because you've not done it enough before, we have created a video with very, very practical information on things that will help us manage our fear and deliver that speech to the best of our abilities. Go check it out right here.